much have I earned in my new Teachers Pay Teachers shop in the first 6 months. So in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the number of products that I've had each month and total, how much money I've earned each month and total so far, and also what I've learned. My name is Paula Penna. I help teachers to become master professional teacherpreneurs in order to help them to earn more money, reach more students worldwide, and elevate their careers to live their dreams on their terms and spend more time with their families. They could not make it easier for teachers to be successful, so the rest is really up to you. What are you going to do to be successful? That's the question. So let's get to it.
So let's check out what I have earned. So I started my Teachers Pay Teachers store on October 24th, 2020. Started with a premium account and started immediately making products. So my first month was November 2020. So in November 2020, I had 153 views. I sold 4 products. Woohoo! And I made $13.76. My conversion rate was 3%, which is about the bottom of what you want. If it's 3% or lower, then you really have to start working on your game. Let's see how I did in December. That was my first full month. So in December, I had 478 views. I sold 36 units or 36 products, and I earned $125.71. That's not bad. My conversion rate for December 2020 was 8%, so significantly better, and that's actually higher than the normal. I believe most of the Teachers Pay Teachers people say that over 6% is pretty good, so 8% is really amazing. So let's see how I did in January of 2021. That would be my 3rd month on Teachers Pay Teachers. So I had 635 views. I sold 53 units. And I earned $307.96. Now I should say that my goal was to make 100, so that's pretty good. And my conversion rate was 8%, so still above average. So February of 2021, I had 293 views. I sold 25 units. And I earned $136.51. So I kind of figured that would happen because at that point, my goal was to create 50 products. And I had about 30 at this point. And most of them were actually for the holiday and the beginning of January. So at that point, those products wouldn't be very popular. My conversion rate was 9%, however. So I think that what I was doing differently there was writing better descriptions. And I started to provide previews. Let's see how I did in March 2021. So by March 2021, I had 50 products in my shop. However, I started to get really sick in February with something that I thought was COVID, but tested negative for COVID. But nonetheless, it knocked me on my butt for about 2 weeks. And I was sick again in March and did not fully recover until the end of April. So let's see. So in March, I had 255 views. I sold 24 units, so that's not bad. I earned $119.38. My goal was actually $200, and I fell way short of that. And my conversion rate was still 9%. Not bad. And then in April, let's see, in April, I really had not added any more products on in March or April because I was just, I was just too sick, honestly. Was not feeling up to it. I was barely making it through my teaching. And it happens. So I had 291 views. I sold 17 products. How much did I earn? Drum roll, please. $95.43. So I had set a $100 goal for that month and didn't quite make it. And my conversion rate went down to 6% in April 2021. That when you are not adding products and you are not keeping up seasonally income will drop 5%. So what did I do with this information? Well, I started putting TpT back on my calendar and making sure that I dedicated time. So I have actually added 20 new products since June 1st, and today is June 14th. So I have 20 new products. It may be a little too late, but maybe not. So we shall see, but this is how we live and we learn. Again, if you don't treat your business like a business, it will not give you money like a business. And so far, all of time. So all of time, I've had 2,334 views. What I've noticed is that, at least for me as a music teacher, most people are buying from me on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays, which is good to know, because then I know when to come out with new things too. I've sold 175 units, and my earnings of all time has been $876.01. So remember that this is what I earned, not what I sold. Teachers Pay Teachers does keep a cut. I think it's 20%. So I've sold almost $1,000 worth. I want to say I'm at like $972, and that was my goal. My first goal was to sell $1,000, and my second goal is to, as far as earnings, is to actually earn $1,000. So I'm on my way.
So I have some advice for you. Treat your business like a business. That's number one. Do you want to make business money or do you want to make hobby money? Either is fine, but it's really your choice and you have to make that decision for yourself. So make sure that you show up for yourself. So when we're teaching in the schools, then we have extrinsic pressure to show up on time, to do what we're supposed to do in a timely manner, and to keep check on ourselves. But when you are doing something on your own as a teacherpreneur, you have to rely on your own intrinsic sense of push. And that doesn't come easy for everybody, especially if you are used to working for somebody else. So I always keep my Teachers Pay Teachers store up on my browser all day long. So even while I'm teaching, every so often I just check in and I see how I'm doing. I'll look at my dashboard and check in sales, check in how different products are doing, and also take the time to check out other stores and see what they're doing. Set goals. So in my first set of goals, I wanted to reach 50 products because one of the mentors that I follow, Becca Davis from Becca's Music Room, said get to 50 products. So I made that my goal. So what I suggest that you do is you take your goal and then you say, what date do I want to have this goal done by? And then you backtrack. So I put 50, I wanted to have 50 products by December 31st of 2020. So then I backtracked that to November and figured out that means I have to create how many products per week, and I put that on my calendar. Yeah. But if it's not written down, you're probably not going to do it. So another thing that I do is I check out other people's Teacher Pay Teacher stores. So I like to research. I don't want to necessarily look at somebody who's got 10 products and they made no money. I want to look at somebody who has like 1,000 products or more and has made a lot of money, because that's where I want to go. Another thing that I found really works is make sure that you take advantage of the season. So I had a great first and second month, and that's partly because I launched holiday themed products for Christmas, for Hanukkah, and for Kwanzaa, and then for New Year's. And I made sure that those were available in my Teachers Pay Teacher store 2 to 3 weeks ahead of when I thought teachers might be buying that. Now, a lot of the people that have been doing this longer than me say that you should be having those products available a month or two, more like 2 months ahead of time. So I wonder if I had done that, if my sales wouldn't have been even more. Another thing that I learned to do is to repurpose, because hey, we're teachers. We don't have a lot of time to ourselves, and we have a lot of things that are tugging at our time. And so, for instance, I took the New Year's Day rhythms activity that I made and I repurposed it for the summer and for July 4th. So I took a Build-A-Song that I made for ABA form, and I created it for all different other forms like rondo form and theme and variations, and those have been some of my highest sellers. So you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. And also you want to learn how to write really good descriptions, and I have a video on how to write really good descriptions, because it's basically just sales writing and marketing writing. And I've been doing that since I started MusicMakers 25 years ago, so I kind of get that. And I think that that's part of the success that I've had, is that I already know how to do sales writing. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I have lots of links in the description box for you. Please check out my video on how to repurpose your products, because that is a game changer. And check out my other videos. Please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button if you feel that you're getting some value out of this. And I promise that you will not be spammed with a lot of nonsense, but I will give you some really awesome tips for being a teacherpreneur, having a wonderful teacher life, and also how to parent and be a business owner at the same time, if that's what you desire to do. That also helps me to build my channel. So please like this video, please share it if you feel like other people might take value from it, and also subscribe to my channel.